So today is day 4 of doing my deep work in the morning. And you can see by the smile on my face, I'm feeling really good right now. I feel super productive. In fact, like this is probably the happiest that I've been since probably like 2018. And it's actually amazing because I'm working harder than ever now. I'm genuinely working harder than I ever have been this past week. And I actually feel more fulfilled. It's crazy because I'm kind of at a stage where I'm working more, feeling more tired, doing less of the fun activities like video games, movies, stuff like that. And I actually feel more fulfilled, more happy. And it's like, yeah, of course, because none of these other things will make you happy. They don't make you happy. See, we think they do. Almost everything that we think will make us happy doesn't. Junk food doesn't make you happy because after you finish, how do you feel? You feel disgusted. You feel like sluggish. You feel tired and you're like, I'm not going to eat anymore. But you see, you had that craving for it and so you went for it. Same thing with a movie. You go and watch a movie late into the night and you're like, man, I just screwed up my sleep schedule. Why did I do that? I shouldn't have done that. You never want to do things that you know later on are going to make you feel regret or remorse for doing them. Now, there's a difference between doing something like an activity, like a social event. Maybe you are eating unhealthy at that social event, but by all means, go ahead and do it just because it's like a one-time thing. You're with your friends, you're with your family. You don't need to be the one guy stood there saying like, oh, no, I'm not going to do that. Both scenarios work. If you want to be that kind of guy, that's fine. You could say, no, it doesn't matter what else is going on. I'm going to stick by my morals. I'm going to stick by my values. But there's other times where you could feel a little bit more relaxed and say, I'm willing to give in. And I wouldn't even say give in. It's more like I'm willing to allow myself this pleasure right now. But see, the difference is you don't feel forced to do it. You don't feel like there's peer pressure. You genuinely chose to do it. You made a conscious decision beforehand, and now you're just following through on it. But that's kind of a side point. What I find that is the most important is that you just always know what you're doing. You genuinely always are on track. And you will feel so much better because you're prioritizing the things that genuinely will give you fulfillment and happiness in your life. And that's why it comes down to like, look at where I am right now. I'm outside enjoying the sun. See, while most people are inside and they're just in a cubicle working 9 to 5, they feel depressed, they come back home, and they go do the same thing again, and they wonder why they're upset. And you know what they try and do to just change their state, to try and feel a little bit better? They go and turn on the TV, they go scroll through Netflix, trying to find something to watch, or they scroll through their phone, trying to find some kind of reel that's gonna spike their dopamine enough where they feel fulfilled. How often does that happen? I don't mean how often does it happen in terms of like how often like does the average person do that? I mean, how often do you genuinely feel fulfilled by doing something like that? Think about it. It must be complete insanity to keep doing something over and over again and achieve this. Let me say that again. It's insanity to do the same thing over and over again and achieve a different result. You will always achieve the same result. And we know this, right? Yet we're constantly trying to find that same pleasure and fulfillment in the things that we know aren't going to work. No matter how many times we've done it, we realize it's not going to work, but we still keep doing it. And so that's why you need to do the things that will bring you fulfillment. It's crazy, man, because like right now, being out here, I feel good. I feel happy. I know for a fact that no matter what, I will prioritize my mental health because everything else stems from it. Every single thing stems from the fact that I feel good right now. If I could feel good right now, that means that I'm thinking straight. That means that I'll have better relationships. I'll make more money. Everything goes up. When your mental health suffers, everything else does as well. You feel like garbage. You don't want to do anything. So your priority should always be your mental health. And one of the main things, the main contributors to that is the fact that you don't get enough sunlight. So look at it. There's sunlight right now, and it's the middle of winter. The middle of winter before would have always been the spot where I would have stopped being happy. I would have just ended my because I always get on like a health kick, if you want to call it that, during the summer. And then after that, things just fall apart. And then the next year comes around and I would do it again. This thing happened like 4 times in a row, 4 years, over and over again. And I said this time to myself, I gotta change this. I can't keep doing this same routine. This isn't gonna work. What would happen if I were to go right through the winter and not stop? That's where I am right now. That's why I'm here right now, because I didn't stop. I will not stop the consistency that I've had every single day. Always, always, always go for a walk every single day. I don't care what the weather is. I don't care what other obligations you have. It doesn't matter. I was going on a walk even on Christmas, Boxing Day, New Year's. Every single day of the year, I've gone for a walk. I do not miss it. And that's why I feel so happy right now. And happiness comes down to your true fulfillment. I feel happy. It's not about where you go, where you travel to. It's not about the things you buy. It doesn't matter like what you achieve. What do you feel right now in this moment is true bliss. It's crazy, because when you can feel that kind of contentment within yourself, nothing else can shake you. It's amazing. Striving for these vanity metrics like subscribers and followers on Instagram, it doesn't make a difference. I was striving for that for so long, and that didn't make me happy. I was achieving the goals that I set for myself, and that didn't make me happy. See, because happiness is not something that you can like quantify in that way, because how do I say this? Like, you kind of forget that those are real people. They're following you for a reason. And if you're just looking at it like a number that's just going up, you're not going to feel fulfilled by it. But when you could see it as that you're making a difference to people, now that's rather exciting. That's something that you'll strive towards. And that's what I'm trying to build here. Something totally new. I just want to enjoy this moment, like literally feels so amazing. And I always want to remember this, because I know how dark periods in my life have been, and that I have complete control over this. I have control over this. You have control over this. You have control over how you feel at any given moment, no matter what else is going on around you. You control your own mental state. It's literally the only thing that you control in your life. You can't control the weather. You can't control any external forces. You can't control people. You can't control any of that. All you can control is what it means to you, and how you feel, how you interpret it, and how you respond to it. It's a beautiful day. And I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for having this opportunity right now to share this message. And I hope that it will help inspire somebody out there.